Okay, so it took me about a full week to actually decorate this room from start to, well, I mean, it's technically not finished because there's still a few things that I want to do. But I'm gonna show you what I got so far, because classes, like official medical school, like straight up classes, are about to start in about a week. So things might get a little bit crazy. So I want to show you what's going on now. Maybe I'll talk through some plans that I got for the future. But yeah, let's take a look at what we got, because you know, it's time. It's time. So let's go. So those who have been following my channel are pretty aware of my old place and where I used to live. But just in case you're not familiar with my channel and you haven't seen my other video touring my previous space, here's a little look at where I'm coming from. And over here, we've got ourselves a clip of where I live now. This is a room that I am now staying in, and this is what it looked like when I first moved in. So I saw that this room naturally had some green and brown accents in it, so I went to Home Depot and I got this turf and was able to pin it to the wall using some carpet tacks. I originally wanted to make a green foliage ceiling, but then I realized I didn't really want it falling on top of me while I was sleeping, so I settled for a green wall. Next, I hung up my string lights, and I like to use electric or USB powered string lights because I cannot be bothered with batteries. And if y'all have seen my other videos, y'all know that I just love lights. I can't stand fluorescent lighting, so I typically turn on my string lights instead. Then I moved on to a little wall decor idea that I had, where I wanted to alternate grass panels with little mirrors on my wall. So I kind of planned it out using the, what do you call that, bubble wrap stuff, and then I just replaced it with mirrors and the green panel that you see here. I got the green panels and the mirrors off of Amazon. And here we come to a pretty low point in my decoration stage, where I got my little corner shelf in the mail, but I was too impatient to wait till the next day to go get myself a proper screwdriver and decided to put it together using a pair of scissors. It took me about 3 times the amount of time it should have taken me, because I really should have just waited. So please don't try this at home. Probably not the safest bet. I'm not really proud of it, but also kind of proud of it because I did put together this whole shelf using scissors. But again, don't try this at home. I then also used a screwdriver to secure my shelf to the wall. I thought about getting a drill, but then I'm like, I don't know about that. So will this shelf follow me while I'm sleeping? I don't know. Maybe it will. And then I also used a little bit of dry erase board stick-on to kind of cover up some of the brown pieces of this shelf. Then came the fun part, and what I did was I ordered, I think it was about 4 packages of these vines from Amazon, and I was able to stick them to the wall using just regular thumbtacks. And this was supposed to give the wall more of a 3D look to it, but after I finished I realized it still looked kind of lame. So that's when I hit up my local Dollar Tree and was able to get a few bundles of these flowers here, and I'm like, let me just try to stick them in there, see if we can get that 3D look that I was really trying to go for. Because y'all know that I love lights, so I found these curtain lights at Target and I hung those up behind the leaves and then added the flowers. I then added a few fake plants to my corner shelf because I ain't got time for real ones. And then I used command strips to hang up this thin little curtain rod. And I realized that you have to buy more than one panel of curtain. I'd love to know why stores are allowed to sell just one curtain panel. I usually store my shoes in a rack underneath my bed, but I thought, you know what, let's upgrade to an actual shoe rack that I'm gonna probably keep outside my door. A huge part of why I'm kind of going ham in terms of decorating is because for the last 10 or so years of my life, I've been moving around a lot. So I definitely saw this as an opportunity to kind of stay where I am for the moment. So yes, I did put a little bit more effort than usual into making it feel a little bit more like home. All right, enough decorating, enough. Let's start this tour. So I'm also not gonna give you a full tour of the entire apartment and where my roommates are and the kitchen and all that stuff because work's still got to be done on that. But let's check out my room. So my room is actually this way. Well, hold on a jolly second. This is what y'all saw me setting up before. This is a shoe, what do you call it? A shoe rack, shoe pyramid, something like that. But what I really liked about this one is that it holds a lot of shoes. These were shoes that I had under my bed before in my last place, but it also has side hooks where I can store my reusable bags for when I'm going to the store, my backpack, and then there's just a package that I got to return to Amazon. Yeah, so this is a shoe rack that y'all saw me setting up. And then we get to my actual door here. Yes, of course, this is very much me. No shoes allowed. Think about what you stepped in today. And I have one side that says currently occupied, please do not disturb. And the other side actually says, knock, and I'll probably answer. All right, but yeah, let's head on inside. Remember, take your shoes off. Okay, so inside my room, what I've done here, y'all see that the grass 3D wall that I tried to get is basically done. I don't know, I feel like I'll still be adding to this throughout the year because I still want more of a 3D grass type of pop, but that's okay for now. So we've got here, I used a tarp green grass as a background. Y'all saw me assembling that. I got this tarp from Home Depot. These leaves actually come from Amazon. I bought about, I think it was 4 packs, and these little flowers are interspersed throughout this wall are from the dollar store. I just got a few bundles of those. And then the lights, these hanging lights actually came from Target. So yeah, this is this wall here, probably my favorite part of this room, what you see in the background of some of these videos. I got myself a full-length mirror. Oh, don't look at my outfit, it's kind of lame today. That's all right. It's a mirror over here. I hope to be mounting this sometime soon. I just don't know how to mount it really. So for now, it is just going to be kind of standing like that. But the thing about mirrors, and especially when you're in small spaces, is that mirrors are really helpful to help you really open up a space, right? Especially if it's a smaller one. So over here, we've got a window, a nice window. I got myself some partially sun-blocking curtains and then some sheer curtains to kind of give it more of a homey feel, because over here what we have is just these shades, and if I open up these shades I get a decent amount of sunlight depending on the time of day, and I'm also overlooking the basketball court. I don't think my camera could really focus, but yeah, I can see who's on the court. Every time I hear the ball bouncing, I'm just kind of sizing up my competition because, I'm just that type of person. But yeah, so this is the window area over here. And then over here, I got some plants. So I got most of those plants from, what was it? I've got one from Marshall's, one from Burlington. I think 2 are actually from Home Depot. I love Home Depot. But yeah, so I've got my Google Home speaker here. This one's my favorite because it's a mini bonsai tree. Yeah, and that's what I've got there. And then if you notice, around the perimeter of my room, I also have some string lights there. And so I have an option of if I want to turn on those lights or if I want to turn on just the lights here. And especially at nighttime, that could be kind of a nice option to have. So I usually keep these on and turn those off. And then of course I have a behind the door hook. I currently don't have anything on here right now, but this is where I typically will probably hang my coats and my bags if they're not too dirty. And then over here, we've got ourselves my closet. So let's take a look at how I organized this. So this is a little bit smaller than the last closet that I had, so that's been a little bit tough. But I just try to organize it the best I can in terms of sleeve length. Jackets are over here, shirts and dresses over here, and then laundry and miscellaneous stuff on this side here. Over here I also got some miscellaneous stuff like masks, paper towels, disinfectants. I still don't know what I'm gonna put over here. We'll see. Maybe I'll actually put a decoration here, or I'll use it for storage. I don't know, many possibilities. And then over here on the bottom, I've got some, the same type of split up that I had in my previous place, where I got the extra toiletries, stuff for my head and face and body, and then my hair stuff. And then underneath, I've got my cleaning supplies. So that's how I organized my closet. And then if we move over here, we see my study area. Over here what I did was I got mirror panels, and I alternated between mirror panels and grass panels to kind of go with like a nature-y type of look. And then I've got my Brita water filter, a laptop that I'll be opening in my next video. Stay tuned y'all. Some AirPods. This is my first time getting a new laptop in like almost 10 years. Yeah, so that should be fun. And I also have all my this is like my charging station as well. Because my school didn't allow us to bring outside furniture in, I did my best to make this chair a little bit more comfy, so I got myself a pillow that I use during class time. But yeah, so this is where I spend my time, sometimes recording videos, taking notes, going to class, emails, things like that. And then over here, I've got miscellaneous stuff like extra chargers, pencils, pens, markers, and miscellaneous stuff like that. We've of course got my priorities chart, which needs serious updating. And then here's my bed over here and my phone. So over here, I definitely kind of went with like a white focus. It looks a little sloppy right now. Sorry. But yeah, so basically it's more like a white type of focus. I got this really fluffy blanket here for when I'm just kind of like not doing anything too serious, like maybe video editing. And then I've got this body pillow here. And then I paid for a really expensive like bed skirt before. And it was like 50 bucks on Amazon, but then I realized like I could just use a sheet for that, so I just used a sheet. And then underneath here is where I have some dressers for some extra storage. So I keep some like shirts, pants, and underwear and stuff like that around here. And yeah, so that's what I have at the moment. And then I've got this carpet here, and this is kind of a temporary carpet. I'm thinking that I'm going to actually change this to like a forest green so that I have a little bit more contrast between the wall, the bed, and the carpet. Yeah, so that's something that's definitely going to change. The mirror, I'm trying to mount that pretty soon. But yeah, so that's what we've got so far. And another thing that I really love about this room is this. Yes, this is like my cooling system over here. And I did not have this in my previous apartment. I had no AC, no heat, no control over the temperature whatsoever. So this is like a game changer. So that's been keeping me super comfortable to the point that I almost can deal with like summer heat, almost. But y'all know me, I don't like summer like that, so it's still a long way to go. Yeah, so that's what I've got so far. That's what I've got to show y'all. This is what we're working with. This is a crib right now. So this here is how we started this whole journey. And this here is how we are doing right now. Remember, it's not done yet, but we're getting there. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. It's always nice to have you, and as always, I hope to see you next time.